For our objects, we can use the same old squares without any movements on them yet, maybe with a bit less of an outline, which can be a bit brighter too. So we got to think just how we're going to vary the objects enough to where things are going to be nice and visible here. Yeah, that works. Okay, we should layer these objects differently to the ground. So let's go ahead and just select each one here. We can put this on T1, and then we can put the layers behind them on T1 and 1. Just to make sure whenever we place this, it's going to overlap what's already there. We need to put actual hitboxes in them too, of course. We're gonna hide those real quick. Okay, now I don't like how these layers are going over the top of the player. We're gonna put them at the top of B1 to stop this. Anything on T1 will go over the top of the player. Yeah, this works. Let's give these a group of their own, number 8, which can have their own area scale, which is gonna be significantly less of a difference here. The length is gonna change slightly. I put this on group number 8, and we want them to scale up as we get there. So it's gonna be a bit different here. There we go. There should also be an area move from the ceiling for that same group, centered on the player. Stopping as we get there. The length is going to be just 100 this time. It's going to move down 20. Hope it's going to move a little bit to the left. We can probably vary that thing like this. I like that. It's just a little bit difficult to sight read because the length is so short. So we just go in and we increase the length to like 125, something like that. We want this to be sight readable. Now it's going to make little structures. I haven't actually planned out any gameplay. It's probably wise that I do so pretty soon. I'm going to make some spikes now. Let's observe what the scale difference is. We have 1.69 and we have 0.94. I'm going to copy the values of the blocks and put them onto a spike, making sure the base carries over to the detail as well as the scale, which is going to be 1.69. But this spike is going to have no touch on it just because I don't want the outline to have anything to do with the spike. Whoa! I accidentally made the colors different. That looked cool. That looks pretty interesting. If we scale it down to be smaller overall, this could be a pretty cool spike. I like that. We have to scale it down a little bit more just because I don't like that overlap that the two had. And at this point, I think I can just re-enable touch on this spike. Let's see how this looks overall. They might move down a little bit differently to the blocks just because of the variance that I put on the area scale and the move. I think it's cool though. I actually really like this so far.